Hey everyone, let's make a potions book. What do you say? Stick around. Hey guys, how are you? I am on to my next Halloween DIY, and I am taking some antiquing medium from Folk Art and the buttercream from Americana, a family medical guide that I've had for the last 40 years. And like I showed you, I put water and just spritzed all of the pages and then curled them. So this part is curled. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take these paints and I'm just going to paint a little bit of the pages. And keep in mind, doing this, I still would have access to this book. I just couldn't find one big enough or thick enough, and so it's not like I go into this all the time anymore. I used to when my kids were little, but I'm going to paint just this part where you see the maroon. I don't know if you can see that, but you see? And I'm just going to paint this, probably try to paint this black, and then this part right here, I'm not going to go into all this because you're not going to see it, but just to where you can see it when it's laying out here, so you don't see any of the white or the maroon. And like I said, and then the pages here. So I'm going to start that process and then I'll be back. Okay, what I did is on my printer, I printed out these printables, and I went on Pinterest and looked, and I found this, but they were two different colors when they came out on the printer, and I really don't care, to be honest with you. But anyway, I'm going to use this, the Peddler's Disguise formula, and the Poison Apple. I wished it had been both in this, but it wasn't, so be it. Then I printed out 1 hour broom parking violators will be towed. And look what toad is, T-O-A-D. I thought that was cute. Since primarily my theme this year will be, well, I mean, I'm going to have everything, but I mean, I'm trying to focus in more on the witch. And then I found this, which had to do with witch and black cats, because I have some black cat decor I'll be putting up. And then I found this, and I printed it out, and this is a real Jello sign or label, or probably a magazine. That's what it is. It's probably from a magazine. I can't tell, it didn't say what year, but anyway, I'll put that in the kitchen. And then I'll put this in the kitchen, the moon tea served at 3. I thought that was cute. So anyway, I'll be back to get started on my potions book. Hang on, guys. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to take a piece of my freezer paper, and since I've been painting stuff, I've been trying to put my freezer paper down because it has that waxy side, and I'm using it kind of like a palette. So that's where I'm going to put the paint as I'm painting the edges of this book. Okay, just let me get in here a little bit more. I think you can see now, yeah. Okay. All right, so how is everyone? Good, I hope. Put it over here. Yeah, I like these potion books. I've seen them and they're so cute. Actually, Michael's has a couple of them. I went and looked. They were okay. I mean, they're plaster, but they're cute. I mean, you know, for people that don't want to make something, and I totally get it. If you have little kids, sometimes it's hard. And if you have little kids, I get it. It's hard sometimes. I'm going to water this down a little bit, so I'm going to put some water right here. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Don't want it to be so thick. I want it almost like a wash. And I'm just aging the pages a little bit. And like I said, it's not going to do anything to the functionality of this. If I had to get into it to read something, I could. I may not be able to read this one. Well, that's kind of cool. And since I'm doing Halloween, it's kind of scary. Like I said, I'm not fussing about any of it really. And then I will, like I told you, I'll paint this part, the edge of the book, so you don't see that maroon and that white. I mean, I could have gone to a thrift store, but I mean, why bother if I have something I can use at home? I don't know. So put a little of this brown in here, and then I'll continue to paint, and then I'll come back once I'm spreads farther that way. There you be. Yep. It'll just be if I ever want to read it. I've got brown edges. You can see everything's still fine. Now, obviously, I wouldn't do this with the book I go into all the time, or is, you know. Okay guys, I'm going to continue and then I'll be back when I start to paint the inside of the book. Okay guys, do you see what I've done here? Let me see if I can get it into frame. What I've done is I've stood it up, and now I'm just back and forth with the antiquing, the brown antiquing. I'm just hitting it like this. Not being careful at all, really. Okay, now I'm going to spritz it a little bit. Okay, I'll probably hit that with my heat gun. Well, I might, or I might just let it, I don't know, because it's pretty warm here, so it's going to dry quick. And then I'm going to go on to painting the inside now of this. I think I'll do that with black gesso and then come over with a little bit of brown antiquing. Okay, I got the gesso. I love this gesso, by the way. Got that at Hobby Lobby. And as you can see, I mean, look how old it's ripping. So I'm going to put some black gesso on there. This won't take any time at all. And then the gesso helps. Then you don't have to go over it with paint so much, you know, over and over again. We don't even need to get up this far, but that's okay. That's all right. I'll have to go over the actual book edges more than the paper part, probably. still keep the index in case I gotta look up something for whatever reason. But you guys, this has been sitting in the cupboard for years and years and years and years. So why not use it when you want, so you don't have to go out and get something, and if it works, hey, why not? Oh, that's cool. A black crow is crowing out there. That's apropos. Well, maybe I will paint this part. I wasn't going to, but okay, I decided to use the heat gun real quick, guys, so it's going to be a little bit noisy, but it'll be just for a second. Okay, I'm just doing the other side. Drying it. Alright. So let's shut this. Okay, so let's shut this, and we will paint the front. All right. Remember, I got this book at Sears when my kids were really little. Sometimes you shouldn't even look in a medical book because you think you have everything in the book. Yeah, I am going to do that next year. I don't have time this year. I've got so many projects, you guys. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 DIYs for Halloween that I've got to get out. And then I've got 2 or 3 for the fall. And then I have another, oh, I don't know, I think maybe 3 more from when I did my Christmas in July. I still have 3 more DIYs. And my home tour still for Halloween, fall, and Christmas. Oh, jeez. And this will take a couple coats. Again, I like using the gesso because it has a tooth on it where it sticks. If you were to use acrylic paint, you'd have to use a lot more, and I don't know that it would stick as well. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, I think I beat it up pretty good. What do you think? And like I said, if I had to get into it, I still could. The actual pictures aren't, you know, messed up. Okay. So now I have to wonder how I'm going to adhere this. And since this still is a little bit bigger than the actual book pages, that's why I'm curling these up, and I painted the edges brown so it kind of blends. And it's going to be up on an easel, so it's not going to be a big deal. Well, I'm going to get the pages in, and once they're in, I'll be back to show you. Okay, what I ended up doing is I did hot glue just inside here. I took it and I just glued it onto the page down in the binding. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. So the only thing that will be where I'd have to get it out is right here. And I can always print out another one too. So, or I can just leave it in here and shut the book. I mean, so it's really not that big of a deal. So I did end up just hot gluing it. With the other one, I'm going to do the same thing. So see, I put it down into the crevice here. and made sure it was lined up the best I could lengthwise. And then I wanted to see how it looked. Okay, so this needs to come up just a little bit so it matches the other one pretty well. And like I said, once it's up on a easel, well, you'll see. Okay, so now that I've figured about to where I want it, and I got to make sure that's where I want it, because once the glue, I'm not going to be able to move it. All right, good enough. Okay. There you go. And there, my friends, is my potion book, aka, you know what, I just thought of something. Oh my gosh. I just thought of this. It's a potion book, and I put it in a medical book, and that wasn't, I did not even think about the two together. Oh, yeah, okay, so I'll just keep it. I'll keep it in here. I can't believe it. Well, that was meant to be, wasn't it? So here it is. I'll take pictures so you can see it better, and then when I have it up on... Okay guys, what I did is I didn't have any black ribbon, and I started thinking about it, and I thought, you know what, I don't want black ribbon even if I did have it, because in my head a potions book was many moons ago when it first happened, and they probably didn't have shiny ribbon. So I made some cording, I made a braid out of some cording, and that's what I'm going to use for my marker. And then I took some StazOn ink, and I just inked up a little bit of the sides to make it look a little bit older than it already does. So there's that. And I think I'll take this spider from this pick from the Dollar Tree, and I'll put him somewhere. Where, I'm not sure yet. Maybe right there. I don't know, we'll see. So when I get this all together and I do my home tour, you'll see where I put this. All right, so there you go. There is my rendition of a potion book. Okay guys, I hope you like it, and I will be starting my fall DIY